What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video we are going to be going over several rounds of severe weather, hurricanes, and what the future holds for us for severe weather in both of them, and we'll just get straight into it. First, today we have an enhanced risk for severe weather that is already sort of dying out up here in the northeast. It's basically all New Jersey, Connecticut, very south, actually we'll just say right near New York City. Most of Massachusetts and Rhode Island are all in this enhanced risk area. Then we are followed by a large slight risk covering all of Maine, all of New Hampshire, and a lot of these surrounding places like Pennsylvania, Washington, D.C., and Virginia's. So we have not really much of a tornado risk. We have a 2% tornado risk, so it's not really driven by that factor. Wind risk, we have a 15% chance over here in Montana for significant winds, and then we have 30% chance for just seeing 60-mile-an-hour winds over here. So this would be like 70 to 80 mile an hour over here. And then we have a couple 5%, one little one down here in Arizona, and then this big 5% and 5%, and then this 15 covering this whole area. Hail is very marginal over here today. It is a 5%, and we haven't seen practically anything yet. But this risk is not out of the way yet. There could still be a couple storms that fire up and cause a couple issues. Over here, there's a big 15% chance in Montana, and then this stretches all the way down into Colorado, South Colorado, and even a little bit of New Mexico. So that was it for today. Tomorrow we have another slight risk covering a good portion over here into the Midwest. Pretty much all of South Dakota, Nebraska, sliver of southwestern Minnesota, and northwestern Iowa. That was hard. 5% tornado risk actually tomorrow. We could see a couple tornadoes. Nothing that we could imagine would be strong, but nonetheless, still tornadoes possible. 5% risk here in Nebraska. This 5% risk entering Grand Island, Kearney, North Platte, and Hastings and Columbus, Nebraska. And then the 2%, Omaha, Lincoln, Sioux City, Rapid City, Council Bluffs. So, big 2% has a decent portion with the 2% chance. So we will definitely see one or two spin-up tornadoes tomorrow. Wind threat, another 15% for some significant winds here. This significant area is like right around the Omaha, Lincoln, Nebraska area. Council Bluffs, Iowa is in it on the sliver, but same region we've seen a lot of the severe weather lately, so make sure to keep your eyes peeled. Hail risk is a big 15% risk, but nothing we think would be too significant. Once again, same regions, Omaha, Lincoln, Sioux City. Alright, let's go over here to Tuesday. This is a little bit further out. We can see a slight risk for severe weather over here into the Kansas and Nebraska, Iowa, and northern near like Kansas City area, Missouri. And then this big marginal risk. There is no significant probability yet, but we could see that an upgrade. It's looking like that in the future. And a couple days out, we could see a couple. Here, let's go to it. Could see some severe weather on day 5 and day 4. At least some severe weather potential exists a couple of these days, so we could see that. And let's go look at the hurricane stuff. Hurricane Beryl, currently right now, it has currently sustained winds of 115 knots or 130 miles per hour. Minimum central pressure is at 958, which by the way is super low, so this is a strong hurricane. It is a slower moving hurricane, but it's still moving at 18 miles an hour, so definitely be careful. As you can see, here, let me go here. It's still going to be a major hurricane for a while, and we can expect some extreme, if not catastrophic, damage through the Lesser Antilles, and we could see definitely some storm surge as a major possibility. As you can see, it still does stay a hurricane before going into what we call a tropical storm, so it still is a very major hurricane that will definitely last for a long time still. Currently, it is a Category 4, and it's very strong, so make sure if you are here on vacation or for any reason to either evacuate. It's probably too late for that now, so you're just going to have to ride it out, get to a safe place. Now, let's look at some of the models for some of the severe weather. So we could see Right now, as of Monday, so early Monday morning, 3 a.m., we could see some severe storms popping and firing up in the Montana area where we saw that large hail possibility. And this threat sort of moves out here. The low pressure still down here. Tomorrow again, tomorrow night we could see some severe storms popping up throughout Nebraska area before moving up into Wisconsin and the UP of Michigan. Um, for our friends in Texas down here, it is going to be pretty dry for the next little bit. There could be a couple pop-up thunderstorms here or there, but nothing too major. We could see a little bit of a severe weather event with this high pressure, um, but the odds of it are very unlikely at the current moment. Uh, it looks pretty dry. We had this low pressure leaving the United States, and then we do get a lot of these pop-up storms. This is a little bit further out. This is Sunday of July 7th. And then what's interesting is we see this little pressure here, which would be the remnants of BERYL, and you can see it sort of does creep into Texas and could cause some major flooding issues for some of Texas. So that's something we could definitely be aware of. Should be aware of, I should say. And it sort of moves on this northeasterly track before dissipating right around here. That's what the models are saying, at least. And that's about as far out as we can see, but pretty tough stuff. Overall, here is what they are expecting for for the precipitation. So you could see upwards of, oh well, hang on. Let's do it like this. So this is precipitation within the next 12 hours. Up here in Montana, we could definitely see some issues with possible flooding because they have not had very much rain, and now they're getting a couple of these storms that could cause issues. And then we see that move up into the UP where there is a possibility for, here, there we go, possibility for like little stray parts, stray lines of thunderstorms. You could see upwards of an inch of rain, and then we see this next severe weather the next day pop up, and you can see upwards of 3 inches throughout here in Missouri before that system moves out. And you can see where the low pressure tracks actually, and then there is your friend BERYL moving in down here. Could cause some significant rainfall here. We'll go to 24-hour and look at it like this. Alright, so there you see BERYL. BERYL could be causing upwards of 6 inches of rain in only 24 hours throughout portions here, which is pretty extreme rainfall events. Over here now to the Dallas-Fort Worth area, we could definitely be seeing some rain throughout here. A lot of the area in Texas is honestly pretty much covered by this precipitation, so definitely could be some significant flooding before that moves out and dissipates and doesn't really cause any more issues. And then later on, we could definitely see some flooding possible. This is still super far out throughout the Louisiana, New Orleans area. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Now, I will be back somewhat soon. Probably might even go live for a little bit of a broadcast for the hurricane if it gets like category 5 intensity, which I highly doubt. But you never know. This thing's already impressed us a lot, so we'll see. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later.